Alright guys, Fula coming to you with another video. So I wanted to talk about a couple of things that were really bothering me and bugged the hell out of me about these quote unquote self-improvement coaches, about these dating roaches. Shout outs to the Whatever podcast. He does a good job. He's objective. He's transparent. But sometimes his guests say things that are very, very obscene and very, very much damaging to what is going on here. So he has this one self-improvement guru, and to me, he exhibits the traits of a fake alpha. He exhibits the traits of an alpha simp by the name of Justin Waller. And I'll get to the other guy in in a minute. So first and foremost, Justin Waller, he goes and says that it's men's fault that women are doing OnlyFans and collecting OnlyFans checks. Right? I will admit that in this whole gender war, the only thing that men did wrong is we made it too easy. We made access too easy. We did make access to our funds even too easy. That's the only mistake we made in the gender war. Other than that, we didn't make any other mistakes. He then goes on to say that women, if there were more strong men, women would leave the OnlyFans life behind and carry on with tradition. Meanwhile, I don't even think he has a wife himself. Meanwhile, there was a woman on the exact stage and on the exact same show as him saying that she used to be a pastor and that she used to be married, but she left behind that marriage to pursue a 304 OnlyFans actual liberation lifestyle. So you're saying one thing, but in front of you is proving the very point that other people have been saying about the Western woman in general. What the world on over has been saying is that the Western woman wants the benefits of traditionalism without fulfilling the conditions of traditionalism. If what he was saying was the truth, then how come we don't see an influx of men actually taking these OnlyFans models serious if the top men were willing to provide for them? Another thing he said that really got on my nerves, in a way, he contradicts himself a lot. And I don't think he doesn't I think he doesn't realize he contradicts himself. And I'll get to the Christian Chase guy as well. He's a goofball as well. I'll get to him. In terms of America, he said America is the GOAT. It's the best country in the world. It's a superpower, this, that, and the other. And if you don't like it, get the F out, which I am planning to do. The plan is in motion to get the F out. However, while you're saying all of this about America, how is it that you're planning to be neighbors with Andrew Tate in Dubai and actually have a life in Dubai? You go on to say how good Dubai is because of its liberalisms. Unfortunately, this is what makes it kind of bad to have an influx of foreigners in certain places. And this is why I like that the fact of where I am going really does not have a tourism industry. Because if it did have a tourism industry, it would probably morally decay, since what Americans and Westerners in general are known to bring to foreign traditional countries are moral decay. Now, this Justin Waller goes on to say that there's some kind of project going on over there that they're going to be involved in. He then says that it's going to be like a little Venice. Ironic enough, to my surprise, Dubai decided that it was going to actually open up a Hindu temple, which it has. Therefore, you see the effects of liberalism playing right before our very eyes. To add to the point of Mr. Waller's pro-America rant, America is very much a failed state. The fact that one of the countries, the country that I am moving to, is going to join BRICS, understands that America is a failed state and is looking for an alternative to this. It's a failed state morally around the board. Economically is becoming that way as well. Yet you have the nerve to big up it for no apparent reason at all. Now, I also want to talk about the fact, again, that the women on the panel agreed with him that they would leave that behind, that OnlyFans life behind. We have many examples in history that a 304 will always be a 304, no matter what guy comes along and saves her or tries to. We see it in marriages. We saw it on the stage. So, again, these dating roaches, these self-improvement coaches all fall in the same category. This book, as a matter of fact, that I am reading now in order to help facilitate my move to the place that I'm going, actually informed me that America is number one in nothing in the world on the standard. People in Cuba, they have a lower birth, I think birth mortality rate than America even. In Eritrea, they have a higher literacy rate than in America. In Cuba, they have a better healthcare system than America. So he paints this picture because he's one of the top guys in America. Now, I want to mention one more point. He mentioned alpha, beta, and all of these things, right? He then mentions sigma. And he says the sigma is the man who essentially is alpha, but once a real alpha enters the room, he says, I'll just be sigma. And that couldn't be farther from the truth. Because the sigma does not care about any of the hierarchy. He is outside of the hierarchy. He has his own thing going on. He won't say he's a sigma. His mannerisms, how he carries himself, the fact that he doesn't want to be seen makes him sigma. The sigma is not even in competition with the alpha. The sigma is on his own journey, trying to better himself without the alpha having anything to do in that process or setting the guidelines to better himself. He also lied about Dubai and the actual promiscuity there. I guess this Neanderthal has never heard a porta potty. But I digress, and I will move on. Now, there's another super religious zealot by the name of Chase. And they were talking about Islam and how, because Andrew Tate has embraced Islam. They say Sneeko has embraced Islam now. Now many people are saying Islam is a base religion. Chase had an issue with the fact that Islam is, I guess, gaining people in it. I'm not sure. But what he said is that there needs to be another crusade. And my answer to that is the real Muslims are going to be on their death's loaf. Let a cracker try me type thing, okay? We've wiped you guys out plenty of times in the past. Whether it be the Crusades, whether it be Tamerlane sacking Georgia, whether it be Arf Aslan sacking Armenia, whether it be the quote-unquote Moors entering into Europe. Islam is not a base, or I guess you can say, yeah, Islam may be a base religion. And the reason why it's a base religion is because it actually aligns with natural law and order. It doesn't align with dysfunction. It doesn't align with contradictions. It doesn't align with the West for the most part. He said his problem because he said he wanted to win Andrew Tate over and reconvert him into Christianity, which goes to the Quranic verse where Allah says they will never be happy unless you follow their way. Now, it's all fine and dandy that he feels that way. However, to him be his way, to us be our way. Now, he had the audacity to say that Islam was wrong in word of words. He also said that the truth leads me to excuse me, alhamdulillah. The truth leads him to Jesus, upon him be peace. I'm just going to end this video with this. We'll walk in your peace and don't try to disturb the Muslims' peace. Fix your own church first, then worry about other people. Because as it stands right now, in America, it's not even church and state. It's just state and state. But with that being said, I just wanted to give my 2 cents on this issue. Fula signing out. SYSMB. Save yourself, Muslim brother. Njah Rahman.